My fiance Tabitha called into the show because 1 or 2 months ago she cheated on me, and then I made up this story that I cheated on her. I gave her a lot of elaborate details, and that a week or so later I took it all back and said it was a lie. And she does not believe me, and she wants to know what the truth is. The story I told her was that I cheated on her with somebody from my past that I cheated on her with in the beginning of our relationship. The reason why I told her this story was because I wanted to get back at her for what she did to me, and I just couldn't bring myself to go through with the act itself. I've only ever cheated on her physically one time, but there were other times that I was sexting and texting and talking to other women. It devastated her when she found out that I did it.
He told me a very elaborate story about how he was talking to a girl that he had cheated on me within the first maybe week or two of our relationship, and he said that she had met him at work, and that she performed oral on him, and then it was 10 minutes he came home, and then he said that he'd seen her a few more times that week, and then the final one was he was going to get the air filled in the tire, and I called him while he was there. I just had a feeling, so I called him while he was there.
You had a feeling of what?
That he was doing something wrong. So
because he went to the gas station?
No, because I don't know. I just had a feeling. I have intuition. Okay. Every woman does. Mine's good. So I had a feeling. I called him. He answered the phone. He sounded really out of breath, and he kind of picked up the phone, and he was like, "Hello." And I was like, what are you doing? He's like,
if you were having sex, why would you answer the phone, though?
Because he knows if he didn't answer the phone, that it would be even more suspicious. So he knew he had to answer.
I think it would be more suspicious if you were having sex and you answer your phone.
I don't think he was having sex with her, because he just sounded rushed, like he was in the middle of something when I called. Right. I didn't know what at the time. So he gets home, and of course I asked him. I said, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Well, nothing." He was like, "I was just putting air in the tire," which, by the way, there was like half of it. Like he went to the gas station to fill the tire, and it wasn't filled at all. So,
which could be dangerous.
Well, yeah, but not only that. Why did you stop if you weren't going to fill the tire? Right. So now I'm even more suspicious at this point. And he said that he's like, "Well, I didn't want to fill it all the way because I didn't want the tire to pop," and so. Then he said, then he says that, "Well, I was out of breath because there was an attractive woman who was bending over to get something in her car, and I was staring at her, and then you called and I felt bad." That was what he said.
You had a baby?
Yes, we have a daughter. Yep.
And you have two children
from a previous relationship.
Okay,
yep.
So he's in it, he's a young guy. Does it surprise you that maybe he would cheat on you?
Surprised me? No, but because we communicate very well. So we had a long talk about being in a relationship, and I said, "Is this what you want? Because I have 2 children, and it's a big responsibility." And he's like, "I'm all in. I don't want to."
He's all in at 20.
He was.
Or what age was he when
18.
He committed?
He was 18.
18.
But,
I'm all in.
This
is what I want for the rest of my life. I'm all in.
The two couples that I've known the longest, that have been together the longest, met at 18, and they're still together today.
So he told you he had sex. Eventually, he admitted to having sex with the girl at the gas station.
He didn't say he had sex with her at the gas station.
But he had sex with the girl he met at the gas station.
Right. This was the girl that he cheated on me with in the very beginning of our relationship.
So again, he runs into her. Let's get at it.
Right. So she's been an issue our whole relationship.
And so why are you here today?
Because he told me this whole elaborate story, and he took it back. Like, he now says that it was all. He only said it because he wanted to make me feel bad about what I did. I need to know if it's true. Because
so what if he did sleep with her?
He has to admit it. I have to hear him, because that's the biggest. He's a liar.
Well, what if he doesn't and he fails his lie detector test?
I don't know, Steve.
You'll just keep continuing cheating on each other.
I know.
And just to be clear, before I bring him out, you only cheated on him one time.
One time?
One time.
I'm not a cheater. I'm not. So
but you did cheat.
I cheated on him one time. Yes.
All right. Let's meet your boyfriend, Kenneth. Okay, so you love each other. The girl at the gas station, that was an elaborate lie.
That was very elaborate.
How about the fact that she brings a guy home to your house and has sex with him in your bed?
I was pissed.
Did you wash your sheets at least?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I want a new bed.
I know we've been looking into getting a new bed. They're not cheap.
You gotta wait for like Memorial Day sale, Labor Day sale.
That's terrible.
That's big sales for new beds, All right, Kenneth, you took a lie detector test. Did you tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
We asked Kenneth, are you making up the story about seeing a female at a gas station last month? He said yes. He told the truth.
That's not the only question.
I know.
Okay.
I know. There's one part.
He's like, he came over here, I told you the truth. Yeah, we're not done.
She's seen the show before. Other than one time while in a relationship with Tabitha, have you had any other sexual physical contact with any other females? He answered no. He did not tell the truth. Other than the one time while in a relationship with Tabitha, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females? He answered no. He did not tell the truth.
Seriously? I told you to not make me come on TV to find this out. Are you serious right now?
I know.
How many conversations did we have leading up to this day?
We had
for you to tell me.
I understand. I understand.
Go ahead. What do you need to say?
That's all I have to say.
What is?
The test, because I
No. The test is not BS. You're BS. You liked result number one, right?
Yeah.
Well, then you can't say, well, the other two are lies.
Valid point. There's a valid point there.
Well, I know it's a valid point. That's why I get paid to
I don't
make
like
them.
that mine's second, though, because I know I didn't.
While in a relationship with Kenneth, have you had sexual physical contact with any other males? And you answered no. And this is the one you were said 99% sure. There's a possibility. Well, you failed. Other than the one time in June of 2017, just a couple months ago, while in a relationship with Kenneth, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males? You said no, and you did not tell the truth.
Why are you laughing? That's not, I'm not.
I'm laughing at your reaction. She's like,
That's absolutely,
so you're both cheaters.
I know we're not. Let me phrase.
Well, you
Let me speak
are.
for myself. I did not sleep with anybody else. Other than that one person. Why would I have admitted it if I didn't do it? The first one I said 99% positive because I don't remember. I don't know if I hugged somebody too long or kissed him on the cheek or I don't know. But the second one, I know damn well I did not have sex with anybody else.
So do you think his lie detector test is accurate?
No.
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 Not anymore?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Obviously, the show's been on the air a long time, right? This is our 11th season. You must watch... So you must watch a show and say, I have a little faith in that show, right? Because you're willing to come here and take the lie detector test. You've seen, stories that are much more serious than yours. We put people in prison for failing tests up here. So we certainly are not screwing around with a cheat story. And the thing about this isn't just a dating couple. You have a child together, and you're also helping raise two other children. So it's a little more serious than, hey, we're both sleeping around a little bit, right? So if you really love each other, you got two choices. You say, let's wipe the slate clean, and we're not going to cheat anymore. Or we're going to have an open relationship, and you can sleep with whoever you want, you sleep with whoever you want, and we come home to each other.
I don't like option B.
I missed it. Which option are you taking?
Option A.
Option A is where you're wiping the slate clean and only sleeping with each other.
Yes.
So when you do, hold on, when you do cheat on each other again, will you give us a call and come back?